Welcome back to the Intersint podcast. This is episode 40, and we had to raise the trumpets and salute to the to the death of TikTok.
TikTok was a very good friend to me.
TikTok has kept me up until 1 a.m. several nights.
I was always there for me, like a best friend should.
Knew exactly what I wanted to see whenever I wanted to see it.
Although, I'm hearing it's not going to happen.
It does. I don't know anymore. I just gave up on caring, to be honest.
The only reason I still care is because I used to make videos, and so if it is going to get banned, I want to take them down.
Yeah, I get that point of it. And then you can just move over to YouTube Shorts.
Ew, no. I don't like that. Even worse.
Yeah, go from the Chinese company taking your stuff to Instagram or Facebook taking your stuff.
Exactly.
We were just talking about this the other day, how it's going to be to the point where, because I don't know if you know this, I think it's over in China. I could be wrong. Sorry if I am. Where everything is Samsung.
Yeah. I feel like in Asian countries, at least, there are more Samsung users than Apple users.
No. See, I knew you were going to think that. Not Samsung phones. Samsung everything.
Oh, like Samsung products.
Yes.
Yeah.
Samsung owns those areas.
Yeah. And what's funny is my computers are Samsung. My monitors are Samsung.
Are they really? I didn't know that.
My TV is Samsung. My monitors are Samsung.
Oh no, they're invading now here.
They've been invaded.
It's going to be to the point where it's either going to be the same on our end, but with TikTok going away, we're going to have your only options for social media are going to be Instagram or Facebook.
Which is owned by the same company, so it doesn't really matter which one you use.
That's why I mean, this is the same thing. You're only going to be allowed to drive Teslas. You're only going to be able to shop on Amazon.
Can I move out?
I was thinking this the other day of okay, do we just start looking for another country to move to? Apparently, this is a problem everywhere now.
Of Meta wanting to take over?
No, of the country going to shit.
What do you mean? This country or all countries?
All countries.
Oh.
So apparently the same shit that's happening to us right now with billionaires taking over and pushing their agenda to be more rich is now happening in Germany too. Of the same exact thing that's happening here is happening in Germany as well.
Jeez.
So it's just where do I go? Everything is just becoming shitty.
This is why we need to find a remote island somewhere and just start building a civilization there. Invite only.
This is why we need a remote planet.
No, because then people who you don't want will be able to go there.
If it's your own planet, then you have your own rules.
How are you going to get there, though?
We'll figure it out. We don't need to worry about the logistics now.
We just need to find one.
If we get enough balloons, we can get somewhere.
Just contract Pixar to make the balloons an up.
Just a ton of, and you're just hovering there, and then you get taken out by the space station as it comes by.
Just
Man of balloons takes out the space station.
Hey, at least those guys will come home.
Oh, I forgot to look up on what happened to them.
They're still there.
Are they really?
They're still there. Wait, I want to see if any updates have happened since Christmas.
I know I kept wanting to look into this, and I was very curious about it, but I just kept forgetting to put it up.
So they just conducted spacewalks.
The two that are trapped up there?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of funny. Hey, we know you're trapped up in space. How about you just go do stuff?
Maybe do your job.
You're already there, so it doesn't hurt anything.
Might as well. Apparently they like living there.
Well, I mean, sure. If I would too, you're not around a lot of people, so you just privacy.
I guess, but being confined to a space like that, I wouldn't.
That's also true. And you're always around the same people all day, every day.
Yeah, I guess for that to happen, you really have to like the person or at least be best friends. Could you imagine if we were stuck on a space station together?
Oh God, you would be trapped in the center of the room always. Just I can't move. Help me.
Center?
Yeah, you never heard that?
No.
So it's a thing where you'll always in every video you see astronauts are always next to a wall or objects, because if you're in the center of the room, you can't go anywhere. You're stuck floating in the center of the room and you can't make it to the wall to get your way out.
Wow, fuck you.
So you'd be doing something and you'd accidentally drift into the center and you're gonna be like, help, I can't move, I'm stuck here. And like you'll be like flapping your arms trying to like move your body over to the
I could say the same thing about you, okay?
No, I just hit my head off of everything.
Exactly. You'd hit your head somewhere and then make your way into the center of the room.
It's unconscious floating in the center of the room. It's like turtling, but you're just floating there. Although I would love to do that. Like back whenever, I think it was Virgin Mobile, whenever they were testing that airplane or whatever to go up into space. Do you remember that whole thing?
Kind of.
It was just like, it was a long time ago. And I think just relatively recently, within the last few years, they canceled the project because it's just too much money.
Oh, okay.
But it was the whole thing of you just buy a ticket, you go up and you see space. Like it's the cheaper way than being an astronaut.
Interesting. Would you do that?
I just said I would. That's how this whole conversation
I wasn't
started.
listening. I was looking at this. I was trying to find when they're actually coming back. So they are planning to bring them back by March.
Nah, it's not gonna happen.
I feel like we'll be in like Christmas of this year and we'll still be hearing about them being stuck.
Oh yeah. It's the instant you said that Boeing is no longer the one in charge, and Tesla's going to be the one, or SpaceX, sorry, is going to be the one getting them. I'm like, yeah, that's never fucking happening. They're never going to.
They're never going to come back.
It's just you can't. Have you seen this whole thing with the whole SpaceX program?
Yes.
The funniest thing to me is how Musk always overpromises on things. We're gonna get this done by next year, and then 10 years later it's like, you didn't even come close to getting to that first thing. So like with the space program, like they still haven't hit the first mile marker of their plans that they said they were gonna hit.
No.
And it's been like 8-9 years now, and they predicted they were gonna hit the first mile marker within the first few months.
Of course, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah, so at this point it's like, if you're relying on them to go get your astronauts, you're just never getting your astronauts back.
I mean, like, because did you see the SpaceX thing from like a couple of days ago?
There's a new one?
Where one of their spacecrafts exploded from catching a rocket booster.
That's not surprising at all.
No.
Anytime it's SpaceX, it's, yeah, it exploded. Yeah, no shit.
What else is new?
And that's the other thing. You want to send this thing up to grab astronauts, but they can't even stay intact and not explode. So what do you...
Yeah, really?
Hey, we're going to strap you to this bomb and get you home.
Hopefully you make it back safe.
Fingers crossed, but there's no, hey, can you sign this paper to say we're not responsible for your death? I saw this interesting thing how back when planes were first a thing, you could buy life insurance at your access gate on the plane before you get on board.
Could you imagine, like, I wouldn't trust that airline if they did that.
I mean, today, yes, I completely understand that. But like, I understand from back in the day of, oh, this is new, so you don't know if you're going to make it or not.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, technically, with Spirit Airlines, you should be signing something like that every time you get onto one of their planes.
Spirit, Ryanair.
Spirit, is Ryanair part of Spirit?
I don't think so. I think Frontier, Spirit, and Ryanair are like the budget airlines.
Oh, okay. I never heard of Frontier or Ryanair.
Oh, really?
Up until you referenced Ryanair like a couple episodes back. That's the first time I ever heard about it. I remember way back in the day when Spirit first came out, I was so excited. I'm like, oh, it's a cheap way to fly.
Ew, why?
Saving money.
Oh, I guess, but it's like, there has to be a catch there.
Yeah, but when you're poor and you have to travel, that's a good option.
I guess, yeah.
So I'm like, this is great. Like, there's a competitor in the market and they're cheaper, so it's gonna force prices. And then nowadays it's like, oh wow, yeah, don't fly with them.
Yeah. Do you know anyone who's like ever flown on Spirit?
Aside from me, no.
You have?
That's what I told you.
You didn't imply that. It just sounded like when you heard about it, you were
I
like
swear I
excited
started
about
the
it.
conversation of whenever I found out about it, that's what I used to fly.
I did not hear the that's what I used to fly part.
Jeez.
We'll go back, and if I am right, I'm gonna laugh in your face.
Next episode, you'll be able to probably call me out on that. But yeah, I flew it on it a lot back in the day.
Interesting.
I mean, the biggest catch back then was, oh, you can't have carry-on, or you can't have
Carry-ons are extra. Like you
Yeah.
can't. You can only have a personal item if you want to bring a carry-on. It's extra.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the little catch that I saw. Like, oh, okay, you can't have a carry-on. When I travel, I have a backpack. That's all I carry with me.
Oh, I know. Knowing you, that's not surprising.
Not at all. If it's like a 5-day trip, backpack. I did a 2-week trip in California once, backpack. Same backpack. That's all I ever use is just backpack.
How? 2 weeks and you lived out of one little backpack.
Yeah.
How?
Easy. You just pack what you need and don't pack anymore.
What? Like one pair of pants and one shirt? And that's it?
No. I had maybe 5 pairs of pants, a bunch of shirts.
I need to
underwear,
see
then
this
socks.
backpack.
I will show it to you next time you're over, which will be after we're done recording. You're going to be over. I will show you this backpack so you can see it.
Okay.
It actually fits a decent amount. Like, granted, I can't carry 2 weeks of clothing, so yeah, you got to get stuff washed and whatnot. But
Right.
so yeah, that's all.
Crazy.
If you plan ahead and don't have to take all this extra stuff, you're fine.
I don't want to like overstuff things. My fear is that if I overpack, because I've done international flights and they make you sit there and rearrange all your luggage to fit the weight requirement. And that traumatized me so much that I'm like, I'd rather.
Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah. You have to be under a certain weight limit for a carry-on and under a certain weight limit for a suitcase or like checked luggage.
Is that a new thing?
No.
I've never had my backpack weighed.
Because you've probably never flown international.
Also true.
Backpack is fine. You can stuff the backpack any way you want. It's the
Oh.
carry-on and the luggage.
Well, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
You don't want to crash the plane because of too much weight.
But like just going through that, I'm like, I'd rather have a carry-on so that I can like. Also because I am a girl, so I need more things. I feel like
that's the biggest difference.
that was
right there.
coming there. I was waiting to say that, and I knew you were going to wait for me to say it too.
Granted, if I was doing international, I would go buy luggage and I would do the whole check-in process, and
Yeah.
I'd have a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
Domestic, I just need my backpack. That's all I need.
I mean, I did like a 2-day trip for like a site visit. I think it was 2 days.
And
2 days? I think it was 2 days. But I lived out of a backpack for that one.
see, that's possible.
Yeah, because it was 2 days. I needed like 2 pairs of pants and pajamas, and that's it. I would be caught dead before I bring a backpack to a 2-week-long trip.
I plan on doing it more.
I really need to see this backpack.
I mean, well, the thing is, too, I do need to upgrade my backpack to actually be a travel backpack. Right now, it's just literally a high school backpack, like for books and stuff. And that's what I'm using.
Like one of those Jansport ones?
What is that?
You don't know what a Jansport backpack is.
I'm looking it up.
Thank you.
How do you spell it?
Jan. Sport.
It reminds me of Step Brothers. Are you saying Jan or Jam? 2 N's. Yeah, it's pretty much like that. That's all I'm using. It's not a travel bag at all. Your mind is blown.
I don't think we can be friends anymore.
It's all I had whenever I was younger, and it's all I've ever used.
But you could have always gone to like a Goodwill or something and gotten a carry-on.
Yeah, but you know me. That's too much work. It's too many things to juggle.
You
too
are
many things to
fucking
bring.
lazy. Yeah. You're
It's not lazy.
fucking laziest.
It's efficient.
It's lazy efficient.
No, yes. But I get on a plane, and I have one item. I sit down in my seat and I put that one item underneath my chair. Done.
Okay.
I'm not bothering anyone with the overhead. I'm not bothering any. Whenever it's time to leave, I get out of my seat. I pull the thing out from under the seat. I'm off the plane. I don't have to worry about grabbing things waiting for someone to move so I can grab my things out of the top.
You'd have to wait for somebody to move to get off anyway.
So, is less things to carry, less things to be a hassle, less things to drop or forget. One item I wear on my back. I am done. I'm good. Efficient.
Crazy.
And whenever I upgrade to a travel backpack, then I'm still just going to keep using my backpack.
See, I'd use the backpack if I don't have, like, my thing is, it's like, I don't want to be carrying it from, like, on my back for, like, 20 minutes going from, like, one gate to the other, if it's a layover.
You had to carry stuff in high school all the time.
No, I didn't. We had lockers, okay?
You didn't have a backpack in high school?
I did. I had, like, a tote bag, but I left all my books at home because the teachers would always have extras, so I just grabbed one of those. Literally all I had in my bag was notebooks, pencils, and then, like, accessories if I needed them. I did not carry shit in school.
Weird. Okay.
Maybe that's why I have a weak back.
Your back is spaghetti.
Back spaghetti.
There you go. That's your new exercise. Wear a backpack with weights on it to walk around.
I mean, I'm fine doing it. I just don't want to. I'm not a camel. I'm not like a animal lugging luggage around for a human.
Even when we're going hiking, your backpack is very minimal. Like, it's pretty much empty.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Good.
I have all these snacks and like other stuff and ready to go, and I'm packed up and prepared. Here's like, I have water. That's all I have.
Raw dogging hikes.
So I guess whenever I do get my travel backpack, I might not even need carry-on or other baggage. Like, that could be my 2-week trip backpack.
I want to see you pack like a normal person for a 2-week, not like efficient packing where you only get one pair of pants and one pair of shirt for like a 2-week trip.
It's not one. Why do you go back to one?
I know you. I know you. You'd have like one pants and 2 shirts max. I know you.
No.
Yes.
I would pack for.
Okay, what would you do then?
This is the same conversation we literally just had. I would pack like 3 pairs of pants and then up to like 8 to 10 shirts. And then that's enough to get me by for at least a week. And then I can do laundry somewhere and then I'm good.
For me, I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend money on something that I could just do when I get home.
You don't want to spend money when you just spent thousands on a trip to go somewhere.
Exactly. Why would I spend $50 on laundry?
Where are you getting $50 from?
I don't know.
There is no way that's how expensive laundromats are.
I'm talking about the ones inside the hotel.
Oh, in the hotel. I'm talking just going to a local laundromat.
Ew, why?
Because it's cheap. Again, efficient and just cheaper. I'm looking to save money.
I'm saying that you're one of those people who just does not care.
You're now you've known this about me.
I've known this. I didn't know it was this bad. You just don't care.
About
Anything.
Funny you bring that up because we have a new person at work. He's been there for a couple months now. Just literally yesterday, he was like, he asked me something. What was it about? Damn it. Maybe Lord of the Rings? Which, by the way, every time they talk about movies at work, I'm like, yeah, I never saw it. And they're always disappointed in me. And so I brought
wait. Let's visit that one real quick. You've been giving me shit for not watching shit at all. And you've kept this from me?
So, granted, the movies they reference all the time are old movies. Like, things that I maybe
The movies that you reference to me are old movies.
This is true. My old, but this is their old. It's different gaps that we're talking about here.
Okay.
Same concept. I am to them what you are to me with the movie references.
Although we don't have that big of an age gap.
No, but with just the knowledge of the movies, like how much you know compared to me is.
Now you know how it feels.
I know it sucks.
Thank you.
But he was bringing something up like that, and I'm like, yeah, I never saw it. And he paused and he said, "What entertains you? What do you like?" It just sounds like you care about nothing. And like, I care about stuff.
Like what?
Music.
Although not so much now.
I've been out of it for a while, yeah.
So then what else do you care about?
Music. My music and my video games. That's what I like.
Wow.
How did we get there? What was the conversation?
Backpack traveling.
Oh, being
Stuck
not
in
caring.
space. Yes,
Not
not
caring.
caring.
What else do I not care about?
Do we really want to hash this out on this?
Do we have the time in the episode to talk about this?
We're already like 20 minutes in.
Yeah, but what is there? What's another thing?
I don't want to say.
Is it that bad?
I don't know. I mean, for me, considering I'm like more...
Here, okay, you just say it, and then if we need to, it will be cut out and you're not going to hear anything. But if it's fine, we'll keep it in.
No, because I don't want to make you feel bad now.
Just say it.
I guess like with clothes.
Oh, because of... Go ahead and explain that one.
No, that's on you.
No, go ahead.
How do you want me to put this?
I still have my clothes from... There's some shirts that I still have from high school.
Yes. Some. You have two shirts that you recently got.
3, thank you no, 5. The ones whenever we went shopping that one time and you were with me.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 Intershikari shirts.
Okay.
That's 5.
So from the time you graduated high school to 2024, you've only gotten 5 shirts.
Yes. But that's a long time, by the way, for anyone wondering. Like,
yeah.
Granted, some of them are from high school, and then no. So I only maybe have 1 or 2 shirts from high school. Thank you very much. The rest are from the college era. That's where I have all my shirts from, because that's whenever I remember wearing a lot of those shirts back whenever I was in bands playing shows and whatnot. So we'll say about like 2007, 2008. Doesn't make it better, but that's the last time I probably bought shirts.
Yeah. You lied to me. Anyways, other things. You and I don't know if it's all of your kind.
What does that mean?
Or if
I feel
it's
like
just
that's a
you in
heavily
general.
racist implied comment.
I am trying to be racist without being racist openly. Almost all of your kind. Should I say this? You guys treat hand sanitizer like it's soap.
Hand sanitizer?
Yeah.
Why?
Like, coming in from outside, like, for you at least, I barely ever see you wash your hands. It's always hand sanitizer with you.
Yeah. I have noticed that with you a lot, that like if we're hanging out, you're always washing your hands with everything. I don't really all that much.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten COVID. Very surprised you haven't gotten COVID.
That's what the hand sanitizer kills the germs.
Like, it's supposed to be a temporary fix, not something you replace soap with.
Hey, I wash my hands when I'm done going to the bathroom.
Okay, thank you.
But then what else do I need to wash my hands for? They're clean. This is like Ratatouille. You're Remy.
What?
You're the rat. I wish we had cameras on right now for your face.
Excuse me?
You never saw Ratatouille?
I did, thank you.
He always is all about why are we walking
on 4 paws when
we need to use those to eat.
Yeah.
And he always has to wash his paws to eat. That is you. You're Remy.
Of course, you're not gonna wash your hands to eat.
You never saw me wash my hands to eat.
I've never seen you actually wash your hands.
To be fair, I just now put this together. Just now.
Okay.
Because of your ethnicity, you guys...
Okay, bringing race into this. Me, my guys.
You
my
started
guys.
This. You started this with the race. Your people...
my people.
Your kind.
My kind. You guys cancel.
You eat with your hands a lot, like all your foods. So it makes sense to why you're washing your hands all the time, because you're about to touch literally everything when you're eating.
Yeah, but it's like, do you not touch things when you're cooking either?
No. I'm using utensils for everything, like cooking and then even eating. I'm using utensils and never actually touching the food. That makes sense now.
Even when I'm using utensils, though, I wash my hands.
Oh. Okay. Well, then never mind. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. No, I want to get down to the bottom of this because it's not just you.
With the hands thing?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Who else?
It's all your kind.
Like people at work and stuff?
So I guess I don't pay attention to that, but like one of my friends was like, my ex used to do that and just treated everything like treated hand sanitizer like soap, and I've never actually seen him wash his hands.
That could be concerning if it's especially like for the bathroom stuff.
I don't know. Old relationship, I don't know. I didn't want to like get into it.
Yeah. Which that's like people at work. I've been in the bathroom at work washing my hands. Someone will leave the stall and then just walk out and just go back to work.
Ew.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like our bathrooms too. Like, it's women, but nobody flushes the fucking toilet.
Why?
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, me and like other girls I work with, we all go like to a different bathroom on a different floor because we're all like, yeah, we do not want to go in this one, like on our floor. And we just avoid it.
I thought women would be better with that.
Right? Like, you are failing my kind.
You're giving us a bad rep.
But going back to the hand washing thing, the only other person I've ever seen who actually washes his hands is another Asian person.
That would make sense, yeah.
Is it just a white people thing?
It must be. It has to be, I think, because I don't
Fix
think
yourself, please.
I don't think I've ever seen even like roommates back in the day. Like, I don't think we ever washed our hands to eat or anything.
So you would just come in from outside and then eat food?
Yeah.
Ew.
Well, no, okay. It depends. What do you mean by going outside?
Going outside, touching doorknobs, touching door handles.
Oh, yeah.
Cash registers.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the mall, you touch clothes that people have tried on and hung back.
Yep. And then that's fine.
You're saying this so nonchalantly. I don't like this.
You just use hand sanitizer if you need to.
That's fine, but like, you do not wash your hands when you get home?
No.
Ew! Okay, we need to move on from this. We have topics.
If it was like a hike and...
That too!
What?
That too!
I do if I hike.
We'll go out to eat after a hike. You think a hand sanitizer little wash thing is fine.
Oh, yeah, if we go to a restaurant, I never do.
That's so nasty!
If I
Do you
get
not
home...
know birds and other animals use the world as a bathroom?
It depends on what I'm doing. But yes, I'm now piecing in my head that there has been times when my hands have been dirty and I never went.
And I don't like you when you touch me like that.
What? Don't phrase it that way.
If you okay, I am short. My legs are broken. If I need help, I do not like touching your hand. For that reason alone.
That makes a lot of sense because on our first hike, you hurt your ankle and I was like helping you walk down. And you're like,
I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, don't touch me. Help me without helping me.
Exactly.
That makes a lot more sense now.
Thank you.
But we've gotten so far away from this. Would you ever go up into space?
If I can come back down, yes.
Yeah. Like say it was okay, like this. Like there's always been talk about like a space elevator.
Mm-hmm.
More so to bring stuff into space to launch it from there. But imagine that there's a very tall space elevator where like you just ride this thing up to the very tip top and it's like kind of like the Space Needle. It's just a circular thing that's all glass, and you can just look out all over and see space. Would you ever do that?
Yes.
That'd be amazing.
We need to go to the Columbia Tower, because that's like 400 plus floors, and you have to take 2 elevators just to get to the top. But the second elevator always gets very rickety.
Oh.
You wouldn't like it, but the view is amazing.
Wait, where's this at?
Downtown Seattle.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah. Let's go. Summer.
I'm fine with the heights thing as long as there's a floor and stuff underneath me.
But what about getting stuck?
Okay, yeah, that would suck. Yeah, imagine you're up on the space elevator at the very top and it's like not wanting to go back down.
Who's gonna come and like rescue you at that point? Because I would only imagine it's one elevator, right?
There's just some guy just on a ladder, just climbing up for like 3 days to get to the top to get to you.
In a spacesuit because you can't breathe.
No. Okay, yeah, logistically this is making no sense.
Now I know what your dreams are like.
My dreams?
Mm-hmm.
My dreams are... You've heard some of my dreams that I remember.
Have, yes.
They are the weirdest fucking things in the world. But anyways, we're talking about SpaceX. We're talking about Tesla, how...
We initially started this off with how TikTok is coming to an end.
Yeah. However, there's been controversy. People have probably heard about this by now, but it's now coming to light that Elon Musk is probably cheating at the games that he's very high leveled at.
Yeah.
Such as Diablo 4 and Path of Exile 2. I don't know what Path of Exile is.
I keep seeing people play that. What is that game?
I don't know. I've heard it talked about a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't really know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Diablo, most people know what that is.
Right.
But yeah, so apparently like he's a super high level, but every time he goes to stream, he doesn't know the main core fundamentals of the game he's playing. So people are mad at him now, like, oh, you're just paying someone to level you up when you're not. So you're like high on the leaderboards, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, how are we this surprised that the man who was given everything he needed to get his life going is paying other people to do stuff for him?
That's not surprising. That tracks.
Exactly. The guy who was given millions for his companies and he doesn't do any real work. You're surprised he hasn't done any real work in a video game too? Like, how is this any shock to anyone?
Yeah, really. It's funny too, because I don't know if you saw the Penguin Zero video.
No, I think I saw it pop up. I just haven't watched it.
It's just a lot of the comments that people have been like typing out is hilarious.
On his Twitch stream or what?
I think is on the Twitch stream.
Oh, okay.
Because like people are like, this sounds like a middle schooler giving a book report on a book they've never read.
You're just... Have you ever done that in school?
All the time. I've never read a single... Well, we've covered this already.
But not for like book report. Oh, wait, yeah, with the Spark Notes.
We never had book reports. We always had exams on what we've read.
But have you ever had to like give a talk in front of the class without knowing what you're talking about?
Like a talk how?
A what?
A talk how?
Oh, I thought you just said something that was like a thing in schools. I'm like, I've never heard of this in my life. Like how you had to present something in front of the class. You had to have done that in school.
Yeah, but that was after doing research about it. I never actually went blindly into a presentation.
Oh, I have.
How did that work out for you?
I got a good grade on it. As long as you know the bullet points, you can fake it.
I guess, yeah. Because I've done that for like exams, I guess, mainly.
As long as like with stuff like that, as long as people don't have questions, you're good.
I guess, yeah.
Did you ever have to do senior projects in high school?
Oh, man. Our senior project, fuck.
I didn't know this was just a my school thing or...
No, it was my school too. Our senior project, they did away with the second I got into senior year. Because before, you had to like volunteer at like a arts or a science building or something to like gain world knowledge and then present that to a panel.
Okay.
They did away with that once I got into senior year, and then our senior project was literally just applying to colleges.
Oh, wow. You got off easy on that one.
Yeah.
For ours, we had to, like you said, we had to make a presentation about something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there were requirements to what we had to give it about, but we also had to present it in front of a panel of people. Mm-hmm. And then they give you a score and whatnot, and that determines if you pass or not.
Yeah.
Uh, I remember for mine, I specifically did mine on 3D modeling and rendering.
Okay.
Because this is about the time whenever it was starting to really get realistic, to the point where you could still kind of tell it was a model, but
What do you mean?
like the early days of 3D modeling with
Oh. Okay.
like how you were able to, if you look at a picture, you're like, okay, this kind of looks real, but I can tell it's fake.
Mm-hmm.
This was about the point where the images were looking real, but it also becoming harder to tell if it was fake or not.
Okay.
So my whole project was about that technology and how it's only going to get worse.
Mm-hmm.
And look where we are today.
You were right.
But I think I went into that with maybe like 5 bullet points of what I was going to get my presentation about, and I just winged it the entire time, and I passed.
That reminds me of when I was in. Did you guys ever have Deca in yours?
Oh god, that just gave me a weird flashback that I don't like, and I don't remember.
I don't
what
like it either, but I remember it now that you said presentation and only 5 bullet points. But did you have Deca in school?
Maybe. Like I feel like I blocked that out of my brain, and I don't want to think about it. I don't remember what it is.
So I don't know if it's still going on, but for those of you who don't know, Deca is basically business oriented, like not a class, but like a quote unquote club. But they also do like every year you have to go and pick a topic of what you want to present as. So you have to like technically build a company or use an existing company, but build off that.
Okay.
To say like, how can you market this differently?
Mm-hmm.
I was stuck with 2 people who did not do shit.
That's every group project.
Naturally. And so I did fail. I was the only one doing it, so what did I expect? Obviously, I was going to fail. But it was like, I only did so much research as I could and went in there blindly of like not knowing what to talk about anymore because my brain was so mushed.
It makes sense. There's always one person in every group project who actually does things.
Yep.
And you and I are both of those people.
Yeah.
Wait, so does that mean if you and I worked together on a group project, one of us would not do anything?
Or would we be fighting on who does what?
that too. I'm so glad, like, the whole group project. I always dreaded that in school.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, I guess, like, since we're almost done with the episode.
we are.
Since we're talking about celebrities, there's been a new scam going around. Where
there is.
Do you want to cover this one?
So, people from our generation, they know the whole Nigerian prince scam.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one actually.
And so there's an article that just came out of a woman who warned social media not to fall for romance scams becomes homeless after falling for a romance scam.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like, you'll just lose all credibility after that?
I don't understand how that even happens because it's so for context, she got hit up with this message and it's, oh, can you send me $500 gift card from Keanu Reeves?
She initially started off as warning other people about, hey, there's a Keanu Reeves romance scam going around. Don't fall for it because it's not true.
Right, and that's the thing that started it was the $500 gift card, and she's like, "Oh, this is a scam. I'm gonna let people know about it."
Right.
Cut to, I guess this was a persistent scammer because he tried again, and then she fell for it the second time.
Well, no, because like another person reached out to her pretending to be Keanu Reeves, and then like attempting to console her of like, hey, it happens to everybody. I'm glad you caught it, whatever.
Oh, smart.
And then the woman fell for it, and she felt the two fell in love.
And this isn't even an original story. Like, this happens all the time.
I think for me, that's the only reason why, like, online dating is, like, such a huge no for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how do I know it's you that I'm talking to?
Well, okay, so for online dating, like, say it's someone from our area, and you meet them up. obviously you're not gonna be like, hey, let's go for a hike or let's go to like
Oh hell
somewhere
no.
dark. It's you meet up in a very public place, like very crowded,
Yeah.
and you're like, we're gonna meet here to like talk and stuff.
Mhm.
If it's long distance, and everyone needs to be taking note of this. If it's long distance, you have the conversations with them, but then you also have to video chat with them
Yes.
more than one time of like, are you actually this person that you say? Because sometimes they even fake video.
Mhm.
So like I would like to go visit a pen pal of mine, but I want to video chat with that said pen pal to make sure they're even real before I even began to buy tickets.
Yeah.
So that's all they had to do here was, sure, I'll send you money. That's video chat so you can prove that you are who you are.
I mean, and I don't want to throw age out there, but she was 67.
I know. And with where AI is today, you easily could fake Keanu Reeves' video.
Exactly, yeah. But now she's homeless now, living out of her car.
It was, what, tens of thousands of dollars she sent. That I couldn't even imagine.
She ended up sending Bitcoin and wire transfers over a period of 2 years.
Could you imagine a celebrity needing Bitcoin?
Yeah, really.
Especially someone like Keanu Reeves who has millions.
For me, it's like these people have assistants for sure. So it's
They have what?
Assistants,
For what?
just in general.
Oh, just in life, yeah.
It's not like they have somebody else like monitoring their social media and like making the posts for them. Like they're not actually doing it themselves.
Exactly, yeah. It's a whole team of people.
Exactly. So it's like that alone, if for me at least, if a celebrity like DM'd me, we're gonna ignore that. If a celebrity DM'd me, I'll be very like wary of responding back.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know it's like it's definitely for sure not you. Unless it's more like for a social cause. Because I know like we've seen Supernatural.
Right.
Misha Collins has done this thing of like putting his number out there just to raise money for like his I think it's like spreading kindness basically.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like more of a scavenger hunt of like if you win, you get this.
Oh, okay.
But then he regularly does it, and it's like he actually goes on social media and like posts a video out there of like this is actually me doing this.
Right, but then again, he's not directly DMing a single person
Exactly,
to say,
yeah.
this is what we're doing.
Exactly. It's like mass, like, it's a mass
Mm-hmm.
post.
I couldn't imagine. And it's not even the first time. Like, the bigger one, too, that has been happening is a Brad Pitt scammer.
I haven't heard about that one.
It's apparently, I don't know if this is the first one, but I think the Keanu Reeves one blew up, but this one's happening as well.
Okay.
And there's a again older 54-year-old lady who was scammed out of 830,000 euros.
Jeez.
How do you have that much money, or are you just giving every cent you ever make ever? To
How
this
much is
person?
that in dollars?
I knew you were gonna ask that.
$853,530.50.
That's even worse. That's worse of a number.
That's more.
So, because of this now, there's a website. This guy made a website called Find My Scammer. So they're now using that to hunt down where this guy is. This is going to be one like the CEO thing. Like this lady's going to find this guy and just murder
Cap
him. Get her money back. I don't get how we're in 2025 now
And it's still going on.
and scamming is such a huge thing.
Yeah.
How is this not something we are locking down video games for loot boxes? Because like they don't want gambling to be like, oh, because technically loot boxes are you're gambling with what the item is.
True.
So it's a thing that's passing. It might be this year where no more loot boxes in games.
Mm-hmm.
That's a priority. But then scammers being a thing, like we haven't found a solution to just stopping the scammers.
Yeah, really. Like you had what, 25 plus years?
Yeah,
At
it's
least
only
to work
gotten
on that?
worse. Like we are in future times. We have crazy technology,
Mhm.
but none of it works.
Now that you put it that way, holy shit.
The easiest thing is your car.
My car.
You set your phone down to charge it in your
Uh-huh.
car. That overheats your phone. So then your phone shuts down and you can't use it. Or it overheats your car right? That causes the overheat, right?
What? My car never was overheating. It was always just the phone.
Oh, the phone would overheat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And just shut itself off.
So you would have that problem. And then you have that one spot where you're driving. And when you get to that one spot, it's a dead zone for your car and things just don't work.
Yeah.
Because of the signal. It's like, how are we to this point where just cars aren't working if you drive on a particular road now?
It's not working. The technology behind everything, the defensive driving mechanism the car has just shuts off.
Yeah. It makes no sense.
Exactly.
And we have, what's the one thing? With earbuds. If you don't have it sitting the right way in its case, it's not charged.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
That, and then even with wireless charging, you have to have it set a certain way for it to even charge.
The amount of times I'll set something down on my wireless charger and I go about my day and I come back to my battery not being charged. I'm like, what happened? Oh, I didn't scoot it up a millimeter to make contact with where it needs to go. Now, every time I put it down, I check the light. Did it come on? Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I did the same thing.
It's just this is why I'm convinced that there isn't going to be a robot uprising anytime soon because we can't even get shit to work now.
Exactly.
With basic stuff.
How much you want to bet though? It's intentional.
Make our stuff bad, but then robots and stuff would be better and work right.
No, overall, what the whole robot thing is not to let technology reach that point to where it even happens.
Why?
The robot army takeover.
But why not let it reach that point? What do you mean? Who would not let it reach that point?
Developers?
No. These are the people who like Boston Dynamics. Remember the Boston Dynamics robot that I showed you?
The one that looks real?
No. Because it was this new one that they just came out with. It's a new model. And I showed it to you, and I showed you how creepy it is of when it quote unquote wakes up and stands up and looks at you.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so unnerving to how this thing moves and operates.
Right.
And, I'm watching it now and there's just I don't like that. So it's what's the point whenever it's these things turn into iRobot and just start hunting down humans?
Oh, I don't like that. Could you imagine getting up off the floor like that, like a human though?
Oh man, to be that flexible, I would love it.
Right?
I can't even touch my toes. We used to do this thing at work where I'd pretend to kick you.
Oh yeah.
And I can only reach out to your hips. And then you would pretend to kick me and almost hit my face. I'm like, how are you kicking so high? I can't get my legs up that high.
No, I remember the time where you pretended to kick me and I would just grab your foot and you would just struggle, just trying to balance. But then also scream when I put your leg higher than it should.
It hurt. My muscles are very tight in my legs.
Aww.
I remember doing yoga and I had to do a leg stretch thing. And everyone else is doing getting there about 75%.
Mm-hmm.
I got there about 5%. And the teacher came by and he's like, is that all you can do? I'm like, yeah, it hurts. It's oh wow, yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna have to work on that one because your legs are very tight. Okay, anyways, we need to go.
It's getting there.
It's getting there. We touched nothing that we needed to talk about today.
Absolutely. That's crazy. We absolutely touched nothing that we planned on.
It's gonna happen sometimes, but maybe we'll get to it next week.
Maybe you'll never hear about it.
Maybe. There's so many topics we just tossed because we haven't gotten to it ever.
Yeah.
Anyways, If you like that episode, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Go follow our YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram over at Intersint Pod.
R.I.P. TikTok. Go to Red Note.
Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, we need to update that.
We need to fix this.
Maybe do it. Check to see if TikTok is still up. If it's up, go follow us.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Bye.